Rockstars, it's Amara. I'm back. I know I was gone for 2 weeks. I was in North Carolina visiting family. There is some footage and we're going to dig into that soon. However, I want to talk about VidCon because this morning it was officially announced that VidCon 2021 is not happening. It's sad, but it's also really understandable, and I'm really proud of the team at VidCon for making sure they're thinking about what is the safest idea, particularly for the demographic that they serve, the scale of VidCon, all kinds of things like that. I know not having VidCon is a really big disappointment for a lot of people, a lot of creators who have gone to VidCon in the past. We had a year where we couldn't go, and now it's a second year. This is the first time it was going to be sponsored by TikTok. Those of you who know me know that I have been to a lot of VidCons. However, I wanted to tell a story today about the VidCon that got away. The first VidCon I ever went to was the first ever VidCon EU. It was in Amsterdam. It was in 2017, and it started a kind of weird chain reaction in my life. That year I ended up going to all 3 VidCons all over the world, and then later there was Singapore, London. I have been lucky enough to get to go to a lot of VidCons since then. And what is always the big draw for me, meeting a lot of really awesome creators and people who love digital content. However, in 2016, I had purchased tickets and was ready to go to VidCon. I had bought the tickets for the event, but I had not gotten a hotel and I had not gotten the hop flight from Seattle to, well, LA and then to Anaheim. I ended up sitting there over VidCon weekend, knowing I had a ticket and knowing everyone was having a really good time, just feeling super duper sad and not really knowing why. I wasn't making content at that point. I hadn't really gotten all social media minded. Really wanted to learn more about digital video, and I really was interested in whatever was happening with VidCon. I've always felt really drawn or like called to the idea of getting to understand the digital creator community better. I was lucky enough to have gone to all of the vlogger fairs. I was just interested in this newish kind of thing. I'm saying newish for me. VidCon actually had been going on for a number of years, but it had incrementally explosive growth. What YouTube was changing. We were starting to see really cool things happen for creators, and I was super interested in getting to go, and a bunch of things had lined up so that I couldn't. And it was horrible because I still didn't have plans that weekend. I just couldn't get there. I remember sitting at the little desk I'd made for myself in a little corner of the place I was living then and thinking I was missing something I was supposed to be at. And I was so emotional. I'm so emotional thinking about it now because it's easy for me to go, what would have happened? Who could I have met sooner? Who could I have brought into my life? Like, how could things have been different? But then I also think back to that time, and if I'd started a year before, I wouldn't have had the rolling experience of ending up first in Amsterdam and then in LA, and then because of the wild story of my digital life, ended up in Australia, even though up front it was disappointing. And I think that's kind of the piece I'm trying to share. I know a lot of people are sad about not getting to go to VidCon, myself included, but like, maybe this is what's best for all of us to get the best experiences we can. Additionally, I know that one of the things that's hard for creators is they look forward to VidCon as a place to actually like meet other creators, and I encourage everyone to actually reach out to other people. Comment sections on YouTube are a powerful way for us to connect with each other, and all it can take to make a new friend or like another creator to potentially do a collab with is actually going in and like leaving positive comments. Find people who have similar subscriber counts to you and engage with them. Talk to them about what they're doing, and if you have cool ideas for collabs, maybe that's something you can do. I know it's something that can be done, and it just takes a little bit of time. It's kind of the golden rule adapted. The golden rule is do unto others as you would have others do unto you. It's the same kind of idea, but let's apply it to the comment section. Be the commenter you want your commenters to be. That is not just the process of us creating a better internet, which I'm all about because we are lucky to have this ability to talk back and forth. Open up the possibility for meeting other people within your niche or within an interest point of yours, and get creative about where collaborations can come from. That's often where they happen. So yes, it would be nice to be able to go to VidCon and meet each other face to face that way. However, this is just not the time for that. Maybe we all can take that time, sprinkle that little extra bit of time being nice in people's comments. I'm still gonna take the days that were gonna be my VidCon days, and I'm gonna go out into the digital world and try and interact with people. I am hoping to have conversations online, and feel free to reach out to me. I am gregariously social, and it's mostly just because I love people so much. That is kind of the story of the VidCon I missed, and how in the end it resulted in a series of VidCons that changed my whole life and brought this wonderful community of rock stars together. That's it for today. Next week, we're gonna be coming in with like some bucket list stuff. There's been a whole bunch of content I recorded that was super weird in North Carolina. It's gonna be sprinkling through the next couple months. There are big new projects coming on. Can you guys tell that I'm like re-energized and I'm ready to come back running into what YouTube can be? So let's do it. Rock stars, I hope you have a great rest of the day and are going out there building community wherever you see possible. Let me know if you are someone who is gonna go to VidCon and maybe we can become internet friends in a different sort of way. Have a good rest of the day, rock stars. Talk to you later. You're not supposed to say bye in YouTube videos. It's like very not social media people. We're supposed to say, oh, check out one of these videos. Do 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 do. That's much more appropriate video creator behavior.